Abhishek Kapoor, Group CEO of the company, joining in with us. Abhishek, very good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining in with us on ET Now. Surely, when you're looking at it in terms of your Q1 update, collections look quite healthy. Your pre-sales also, when you look at it on a absolute basis, that's remained flat. So, what has led to this stagnancy that you're seeing over here, and how are you seeing this shaping up going forward?
Look, the performance of the company has been good. Collections, as you rightly pointed out, is up by 39%. As far as sales is concerned, we have not had any new launches in the first quarter, which got deferred largely on account of the fact that approvals were delayed. And we are expecting to, catch up with those launches in the coming quarters. So otherwise, everything is on track. In fact, on sustenance basis, if you look at the numbers, they're pretty good.
Abhishek, I just want to understand, so is the delay in approvals the only reason for the delay in launches, or are you seeing some slowdown in terms of demand front as well, especially in the key markets?
No, absolutely right. I mean, there is no slowdown. As I said, our sustenance sales has only improved with improved prices. So as far as sustenance is concerned, there's no challenge. In fact, we are seeing robust demand. The numbers are right there to show you. And the main thing is really to get our new launches going. And that is, as I mentioned, it is on account of delayed approvals. We had elections, etc. So now we are expecting that in the coming quarters, we'll be able to catch up. But in the meanwhile, what we have been able to really achieve is add more than 3 million square foot to our launch pipeline in terms of our acquisitions. And that has also been our focus. Deployment and replenishing our land bank is a big area of focus. And we are quite excited with the fact that, we have been able to conclude some good transactions and we'll be able to bring them for launches.
Abhishek, let's just talk about your recent acquisitions in terms of land that you've made, land parcel that you've made. It's been quite sizable, whether you look at Thane, MMR region, Electronic City, Bangalore. What kind of developments can we expect to see on these land areas, and what's the revenue potential here?
Look, all of these have been outright transactions. Thane, as well as Electronic City, as well as the landowner's share that we have acquired in two of our projects. All of them are, available for us on outright basis. And, the markets are in those areas. For example, if you were to look at it, the Electronic City is over 7 acres with about 7.5 lakh square foot of potential. And there the market price is anywhere between 11,000 to 13,000 rupees a square foot. So that would be the general range of prices in that market. As far as Thane is concerned, that's a 12.7 plus acre property where you're looking at about 18.5 million square foot of carpet area to be developed. And there the price range is anywhere between 19,000-20,000 going up to 24,000 rupees a square foot on carpet area. So, those are the kind of ranges of projects that we are talking about. And the two landowner share also that we have acquired there also, if you look at the market, they're at anywhere between 7.5 to 8,500 rupees a square foot for both those projects. So, I think we are quite excited with the inventory that we have added, and we are hopeful that we should bring it to launches soon.
Okay, Abhishek, surely we'll keep an eye out on that. But let's also talk about, when we last interacted with you, you had said that the company's focus will now move towards Pune, looking at acquisitions there. Any updates on that front?
Look, transactions take time to close. Our focus continues to be in Pune. Obviously we were closing a bunch of transactions between Mumbai and South as well. So we'll announce it as and when we conclude those transactions.
Okay, so focus remains on Pune. You will continue to look at opportunities, but talk to us about the 1,150 crore investment that you have received from HDFC Capital. You have said that, the potential GDV, that's a gross development value for the investment, is 17,100 crores. What are the development plans on this front, and how much of capital, if at all, have you already deployed in the business?
So look, out of the 1150 crore platform transaction that we did with HDFC, we've already deployed 400 plus crores. We expected to deploy another 600 plus crores in new acquisitions, which, as I said, we are actively pursuing opportunities in the market. This is specifically for Provident Housing. And as and when we complete those transactions and complete those acquisitions, we'll make those announcements. But yeah, we have a good dry powder now in Provident as well to look at new acquisitions. So our focus continues, as I mentioned, in replenishing our inventory across the board.
Okay, and you are looking to raise 1,000 crores in one or more tranches. Tell us, how have you structured the QIP, and what is the time frame going to be like? Will you be launching the QIP anytime soon now that the postal ballot has ended?
See, as far as the QIP is concerned, we have got the board approval. We are expecting the report on the shareholders' approval soon to come. Once that comes, we will take it up with the board, and then as and when we make progress, we'll make the announcement. But what the board has approved is a QIP raise of equity of up to 1,000 crores. And as we get the directions from the board, after engaging and looking at the entire scenario, we will share with you further information.
Okay, and apart from that, any more fundraising plans on the cards, or do you feel the company is sufficiently funded to carry out the expansion and land acquisition plans that you have right now?
So, fundraising is a constant activity in our business, and all options are constantly on the table for us, right from AIF to public markets to platform transactions, to our internal accruals, and of course, debt and mezzanine transactions, which are also out there in the market. So all options are open, depending on what we are looking at and how we're looking at the acquisition strategy and where the funds are required. We will continue to see how to deploy our various pools of capital, as I mentioned earlier.
Abhishek, lastly, how would the funds that you will be raised from the QIP will be allocated? Where will it be used?
So again, as I said, this is subject to all board approval. We are yet to make those decisions. And as and when we make those decisions, we'll be happy to share it with you. But typically, any of such funds that are raised are deployed between debt repayment to new acquisitions to corporate expenses in terms of unlocking existing projects. So those are the typical fund uses that normally most of the developers do or real estate companies will look at. However, how the allocation happens will be subject to board approval. So we will come back to you once we have a view on it. Okay,
Abhishek, thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now and talking to us about the demand trends that are shaping up currently, as well as what are the company's plan in terms of fundraise, where will the QIP be used as well. So yes, currently no slowdown in terms of demand is what the company is seeing. Robust demand is seen across the markets for the company, as well as the company has highlighted how they will be using the QIP funds.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.